Hey, new box from Sweetwater. I already ate the candy. Kind of see it. There it is. 18i20 third gen. All right, and I'll talk about this real quick. Why did I buy the Scarlett 18i20 third gen? I didn't really need something this big because I'm not recording anymore. I want to use it as a sound card and for mixing. And I need something to plug my Yamaha HS8s into, right? That's quality. External power, not powered through the USB bus. So that's a big reason. And then also, if I do want to record, I really like the sound of the preamps on the Scarlett 18i20 on the third gen. I had a first gen 2i2 just to have something portable. Wasn't a fan of it. I didn't think it was really that good of an interface. Second gen Scarletts were good, and then I listened to the third gen, and the third gen Scarletts are like the second gen Clarets, right? That's what they sound like to me. So, that's a really high quality interface with really good preamps. I like the air mode. I like the sound of the air mode. So that's why I went with the third gen Scarlett. All right, so here it is. I'll hook this joker up later today, and then maybe I'll actually get around to doing some sample. So let's see what we got here. Tells you how to hook it up right there on the lid of the box. A big piece of foam. Cables we get in here is power. You get your rack ears, screws to put the rack ears on to the Scarlett itself, and then this goofy cable here on the back of the Scarlett, and I'll pull out in a second, is a USB-C. So this goes from the USB-C on the back of the Scarlett to a USB-A on your computer hub, whatever. Not going to use this. I am going to use a Thunderbolt 3 cable because I have an 11th gen i7 processor in my computer, so I'm Thunderbolt 4. Right, so did not get a Thunderbolt interface because they're the equivalent interface that's Thunderbolt 3. You're pushing $1,300, and what am I getting? Am I really getting that much of a difference in terms of latency reduction? I don't think so. So that's why you go here. All right, underneath the interface itself, safety, environmental. I'm sure California is going to tell me this is going to give me cancer, and that warning's in there as well. So like a gel pack in there. It's pretty heavy. The beautiful thing with USB-C Thunderbolt 3. Thunderbolt 3 is backwards compatible to USB-C, so I can plug USB-C, which is USB 2, right, into a Thunderbolt 3 cable into a Thunderbolt 3 port, right? If I had a Thunderbolt 3 interface, I would not be doing that. All right, so here's the front panel. You've seen it. Okay. So on the front, of course, you have 2 combinations. All right, the XLR, 1/4 inch TRS. All right, so those are your DI capable inputs. You got your 7 knobs. All right, you got a pad. I'm trying to. These are your phantom power switches, 1 through 4, and then 5 through 8. Then you have a pad. Then you have a button that changes from the DI to an XLR or a preamp input pad. So you have that for the first 2. All right, then you just have the pad for the rest of the inputs. Right, you got a little meter bridge on there. Okay, talkback. Oh, that's assignable. Dims the channels. All right, and then there's a mute. All right, so this has to have a built-in talkback mic, and you can assign any of the 8 inputs or even the ADAT light pipe inputs as your talkback mic input. 2 headphone jacks. They are assignable inside the software, so that's pretty nice. Knobs here. So your 8-channel knobs are kind of a rubbery feel on the knob itself. They're not stepped. All right, so there's no little click. There's no little stop in between there. It just rolls all the way, but nice and smooth. There's some resistance to them. All right, so they feel like very good pots. Over on this end, right, this is monitor, and then your 2 headphones. These are knurled knobs, right? So if you're in the dark and you're going to know the difference between your monitor and headphones because these knobs are knurled. But they feel, as you turn them, the same as these other pots, right? So feel the same. To put the ears on, there's a little rubber piece here. You take it off that says Focusrite on it. It's pretty cool. All right, so that's the front. Back panel, right? And there's power, SPDIF or SPDIF, all right, Sony Philips digital interface format, all right. Word clock out, we got 2 ADAT outs, 2 ADAT ins, right, and that depends on how you configure your sample rate, okay. So if I'm using 48 or 44.1, right, I can just use 1 through 8. If I'm at 96, right, I get 4 channels on this one, and then another 4 channels on this one, right? And the same as if I'm going out into another device. So I can actually you don't have to use this as an interface, you can use this as a preamp. Okay, there's USB-C 2.0 out, right? Because I showed you that cable that goes from USB-C here to a USB-A. Like I said, I'm going to use a Thunderbolt 3 cable, and I'll go from USB-C to USB-C essentially. Okay. 10 TRS line outputs. Right. These are assignable inside the software. All right. So make them what you want. Right. And then your 6 more combo XLR 1/4 inch TRS. Okay. Difference is these are line inputs. They're not direct box ends. Right. Whereas the 2 on the front are also like direct in instrument line ends. Okay, these are line ends for like external preamps is what you can get on these. Okay, but overall, nice unit, hefty. Other interfaces, but it had Tascam 1641, which I loved. I loved the preamps on it, but latency was kind of it had a lot of latency issues with that. But I love the preamps. This is way heavier. I've had a Tascam US 1800, so a slight upgrade, a little bit more stable Tascam interface, which I like as well. I don't think it's as durable. I had a PreSonus Studio 192, super stable, don't like the preamps on it at all. I didn't think it sounded very good. It's okay, but I like what I hear out of the Focusrite, these 3rd gen Scarlett units. So that's why I went ahead and went with this. Very nice. Got little rubber feet on the bottom here because I'm going to just set it on the desk. I'm not going to rack mount this anytime soon. That way I can just pick it up and move it, right? And I don't have to carry around a rack. I'll probably try to find some kind of bag that fits this, right? So I don't bang it up and transport. But pretty nice unit overall. No issues. And see what it sounds like here in the next couple of days.